It's time to certify, develop, connect, and advocate. So let's talk small business with the Georgia Minority Supplier Development Council and your host, Stacy Key.
Hi, this is Stacy Key, your host of Let's Talk Small Business, and we're coming to you live from the 2016 GMSDC Business Opportunity Expo. What's coming up next is a whole series of interviews with corporate members talking about opportunities that you don't want to miss. Companies like the Coca-Cola, Marta, Clorox, Kaiser, Macy's, Wells Fargo, and more. So sit back, enjoy, but opportunities are coming your way.
If every marching band play my song, and every choir sing along, then maybe we can change the world.
Let's Talk Small Business is sponsored by AT&T, Georgia Power, a Southern company, Coca-Cola, and Wells Fargo.
There are so many numbers in our lives. Numbers we try to make bigger. Numbers we try to keep small. Some we celebrate. Some we work toward. At Wells Fargo, we're here, empowering communities, offering wealth-building tools, and helping you make the most of your numbers, while making sure you never feel like one. Wells Fargo and you, together we'll go far.
I'm here at the Business Opportunity Expo with Damon Richardson of the Wells Fargo Company. And Damon, I want to first of all thank you for the partnership. Wells Fargo has been there for GMSDC, and we truly appreciate all that you do. Now, Wells Fargo is committed to building capacity for MBEs. Talk a little bit about what you're doing around capacity building for MBEs.
Stacey, I appreciate that question. A lot of exciting things are going on in capacity building space. Things come to mind. There's a conference coming up in Atlanta shortly with NAMAC, National Association of Minority Contractors. We're doing some extensive capacity building for minority contractors to ensure that they're prepared to capture the growth that's going on in both the Atlanta market and across the country for Wells Fargo. We have the CEO Academy in a number of our major cities, and we're very excited about that. The original concept was kicked off in Charlotte. Hopefully one day, Stacey, we'll be looking at a CEO Academy in the Atlanta market. We're doing capacity building, and I'm really excited about what we're doing on some of our HBCU campuses. We have a construction management program and scholarship that we've committed to for FAMU. We have a technology scholarship where we've had executives in our technology department with A&T. So I'm sure the Aggies are very excited about that. Georgia Mentor Protege program, very excited for several years, and we recently pulled in one of our key banking executives, Darryl Green, to participate. And most recently, I spoke to him. He's very excited about that programming.
Darryl has done a great job, and we appreciate him partnering with us on that. And as you know, access to capital tends to be one of the key focus areas, obviously, for our minority business. And Wells Fargo has truly been a great partner as we look at access to capital, ensuring they have the resources to grow their business and have the capacity to meet the needs of companies like Wells Fargo. And so today here at the Expo, is there anything in particular that Wells Fargo is looking for?
We're looking for strong, diverse companies to help build and develop our communities. That's one of our key focuses, particularly from a supplier development perspective. So we're looking for companies in areas like construction, but companies that have at least 4 or 5 years experience building retail bank stores.
Oh, retail banking stores.
Retail banking stores.
Okay, so if someone is maybe didn't make it to the Expo and they're trying to get in contact with Wells Fargo, what's the best way to reach you or Wells Fargo so that they can share with you their capabilities to be able to be a part of the Wells Fargo supplier network?
We have a supplier registration database and platform. I can share that information. I don't have that URL off the top of my head. If it's someone that's a part of GMSDC, I'd love for them to certainly reach out to me directly.
Okay, excellent. Again, thank you for the partnership with Wells Fargo, and thank you for all you do for GMSDC.
Thanks so much. Prosperity.
And I'm here with Vicki Irwin of Georgia Power. Vicki heads up the supplier diversity for Georgia Power. Vicki, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. We are always happy to be here at the Business Opportunity Expo with the Georgia Minority Supplier Development Council.
Now, I noticed you've got quite a few folks at your booth today. Tell me, what is Georgia Power looking for? Because, I mean, they're crowded around there.
Yes, Georgia Power is always looking for those suppliers that can bring an innovation or a new idea to help us serve our customers better. More specifically, anything that we use to make, produce, transmit electricity, we are looking for those suppliers that can help us.
And so you're also participating in the matchmaking today. Tell me a little bit about that. We changed the format this year, so it's a little bit different where it's more integrated with the expo. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, initially, I love the new integrated format. I've gotten feedback from my team as well on how they like it better. With the matchmaking this afternoon, we have selected our contracts analysts and buyers that represent our different business units at Georgia Power, and they are looking for some commodities, products, and services that they will be having for upcoming bids.
Oh, that's excellent. And, you know, the expo is all about opportunities, all about MBEs, and I know Georgia Power has a long-standing commitment and long-standing partnership with GMSDC. We appreciate all that you do. We appreciate the continued partnership. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our community about Georgia Power and what you're doing around this space, supplier diversity?
Oh, absolutely. Our team is totally passionate and dedicated. This year, we're putting major emphasis on reaching more minority suppliers in the community. We've developed some new relationships with organizations. We have 2 different reverse trade shows that are coming up, one for power generation and one for transmission. So if there are any listeners that would like to connect with us, please reach out. You can also go to www.georgiapower.com, and for those commercial listeners out there that have a business, we have great money-saving ideas for you to help reduce your electricity costs.
Excellent. Vicki, thank you for joining us and continued success at Georgia Power. I know with your leadership under supply diversity, it is going to new heights.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to our continued relationship with GMSDC.
At Georgia Power, we're here to help.
On the phone 24/7.
And in local offices. You can manage your account online too.
Sign up for free outage alerts so you can plan ahead.
Find energy efficiency programs to help reduce your bill.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Or use our app so you can manage your account on the go.
At Georgia Power, we're here.
And here.
And here.
And here. For you.
I'm here again at the Business Opportunity Expo with GMSDC, and I'm here with Brian Thomas of the Coca-Cola Company. Now, Coca-Cola is one of the founding members of GMSDC, so Brian, you know we're family. And so take a few minutes and talk about, you've got several companies in your community at the Expo this year. Talk about the companies in your community, and then share a little bit about procurement and what's going on with procurement.
Sure, sounds good. Thanks, Stacy. Well, in our community today, we have Joan Langs LaSalle, a real estate supplier. We also have Accenture, an IT supplier. So they are strategic partners of ours, and it's really good as some of the diverse suppliers come and speak to us. We can point them to the vendors who've been doing business with Coca-Cola. They can share tips how to navigate through the Coca-Cola system, because I realize with a large company sometimes that's hard. So if they can get real life experiences from our strategic partners, I think that's of great value to these vendors. On the procurement side, one of the things we're doing is finding opportunities for vendors to mentor, to put through our mentoring program to help develop them, so when opportunities and bids do become available, they're ready and they can hit the ground running.
And so mentoring and being ready, and so that's important. Talk about What are some of the key components you believe helps get them ready to do business with Coca-Cola? Because, it's different doing business from Coca-Cola from any other company, and other companies are a little bit different. So what does being ready mean at the Coca-Cola company?
Being ready means having a solid business plan. It also means having the skills and capabilities necessary for our different business units. So what we do as part of the mentoring program is to connect them with the actual people they would be supporting within the business so that they can see what the business requirements are, so they could be exposed to the business partners. And so when a business partner has an opportunity, they can go directly to that supplier, because sometimes that connection just isn't there, and the business units really need to see what are the capabilities of this vendor. It means coming up with the right metrics to evaluate this vendor on. So going forward, they can compete with other suppliers in that space. So when an opportunity becomes available, we can go to a diverse supplier, and we know they will be successful because they have completed the mentoring program. That mentoring doesn't stop once they get a bid or award for for work. It continues throughout. So you're measuring that vendor throughout the life cycle of their journey with Coca-Cola.
I like that. You're trying to make sure they're successful. You're partnering them with the business unit. You're making sure they have the information and knowledge to effectively navigate your supply chain. Again, I commend Coca-Cola for your efforts. I commend the results that you're seeing because you're growing suppliers. I commend Coca-Cola, and it's a great partnership we have with GMSDC. So thank you, Brian, for being
Thank you very much. Excited to be here.
This is Stacey Key on location at the 2016 Business Opportunity Expo, and I'm here with Angela Williams of the AT&T Corporation. Angela, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Stacey.
Now, AT&T is our premier sponsor for the Expo this year. So, Angela, everybody always wants to talk with AT&T. So, are you seeing lots of MBEs today?
I am, in various areas of the business. I like to see more, particularly in the telecommunications space, network, construction, wireless and wireline. Those are some of the key areas that we're looking for.
Excellent. So those are key areas for AT&T in terms of how you're looking to grow your business. And so if we've got other business owners that may not have been able to attend today, how do they get in touch with AT&T to let you know they've got solutions to participate in those areas?
One of the things I would like to do is just reach out to them or have them to reach out to us. They can start by, one, registering their company with AT&T at www.attsuppliers.com. We'll oftentimes go into our database and looking for suppliers, and even though we sometimes it seems like we don't go back and look at those suppliers, but we do. So when those opportunities exist, we go in, we look in the database. If the keyword come up on various companies, I would recommend that you use your keywords to say what your company do and what services you'll provide. The other thing I would like to suggest is that when you complete your company profile, complete it in its entirety. So many times when we're looking for suppliers, we don't have all of the information, so we kind of fail to reach out to you because we don't have what we need.
So important things, if you want to do business with AT&T, is one, outside of being certified with GMSDC, which is number one. Number two, you want to go to the AT&T website, make sure you complete that profile, you complete it in its entirety, make sure what you do and the code you use are properly aligned so that they can find who you are. Because that's going to be real key. And AT&T is in the business of growing and using minority suppliers. AT&T is one of the top in using minority businesses, and I want to commend AT&T and you for all of your efforts. Not only are you using suppliers, you're helping grow them to capacity, and that's what the game is all about. So congratulations on being at this year's Expo. Anything else you'd like to share with our MBEs?
I would just like to say, if you have not attended the GMSDC Business Expo this year, please take a moment and don't miss this opportunity on next year to come and at least bring your business out here. Come and see what other corporations are here that you can meet. This is an excellent opportunity to network, and I think you'll find it valuable to your business as you continue to grow.
Thanks again, Angela, and thanks for the partnership with GMSDC.
Thank you, and hats off, Stacey, to you and your team for a fantastic year, 2016.
Thanks again.
Growth is an inherent part of any successful business. As your business grows, expanding the reach of your network becomes more critical and more complicated. The problem is, the global IT infrastructure can be a patchwork of different platforms and architectures with varying degrees of quality, security, and reliability. How can you expand your network's reach without exposing your global operations to risk? To achieve this, today's agile businesses are employing comprehensive threat intelligence solutions across networks and gateways to protect, detect, and correct. By turning to a robust network security solution, you'll be able to safely extend your network to global suppliers, partners, and customers. This will enable your business to quickly seize expansion opportunities while minimizing security risk, so you can be open to growth and secure from threats all at the same time.
We've had a great day at the 2016 Business Opportunity Conference and Expo at GMSDC. I want to thank all of our corporate members for your participation in the Expo. If you're not connected to GMSDC and you're a minority business, this is the place to be if you want to grow your business. I want to thank our sponsors, the AT&T Corporation, Georgia Power, the Coca-Cola Company, and Wells Fargo. For without our sponsors, this would not be possible. Again, join us on the next edition of Let's Talk Small Business.
Every marching band, play my song, and every choir sing along. Then maybe we can change the world.
Let's Talk Small Business is sponsored by AT&T, Georgia Power, a Southern company, Coca-Cola, and Wells Fargo.
Then maybe we can